So we are back at the house. We got up early this morning. We have to come measure the roof, which I say we, like I'm doing anything other than being here for moral support. Matt is measuring the roof while my grandfather gives instructions. But I'm in the car because it is cold. It is hot. Yesterday it was in the 70s. And where I'm from, that either means one of two things. It either means an apocalyptic ice storm is soon to follow, or tornadoes. Sometimes both. It was tornadoes. So it was pretty bad yesterday. Several touchdown. The wind blew pretty bad here. I'll turn the camera around later, but like some things have fallen, so it's like yay, more work, but it's all good. So today Matt's measuring the roof, and we're going to go order the metal because he did decide he wanted to do a metal roof. And excuse me, we kind of did some shopping around, and the best prices is actually a little town that's really close to where we're living, but they have to order it, and they said it could take like 5 to 7 business days to get here. So we're trying to get it ordered this weekend so that hopefully we'll have it by Christmas, because Matt gets off a week and a half, something like that, for they make me so nervous walking around up there. A week and a half for Christmas. So and he is going to do the roof himself. So we did check. He does not have to have, or maybe he does have to have a permit. I don't know. We have to go talk to the lady today and get the permit for that. I think he does have to have a permit, but he can do it himself, unlike some of the other things. But thankfully, my father-in-law is a licensed electrician, so that really helped us out as far as money-wise, getting someone to do that. But he is walking around up there, and I just need to look at the camera because I keep getting distracted. It's making me nervous. He's waving. So the metal, we're hoping to have it in by Christmas. That way, that week he's off, he can work on the roof. And last weekend was the first weekend we did not work on the house. I have Maxon next to me. Getting a haircut this afternoon.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
Okay.
What can I bet with?
I don't know. What do you have?
I bet I'll win this fight.
He's playing a Switch. Best Christmas gift ever, right? Your Switch you got last year.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wait, was it a birthday gift or was it a Christmas gift?
Christmas. So, I know I keep repeating myself. I get distracted. I'm sorry. I'm tired. We got up early this morning because the place we're going to is only open until noon on Saturday. So we had to get over here so that he could get this thing measured so that we could drive there and get it ordered before they closed. So get the metal ordered, and then he can do the roof on his Christmas break when he's off for that week. And then once we get the roof done, we can really start working on the inside, which is what I'm excited about. But I didn't want we didn't really want to work on the inside until the roof was done in case it started leaking, because we put a lot of drywall, cabinets, that kind of stuff up, and the roof leak and ruin everything. So the roof is the next priority, but of course we can't work on it till we get the metal. But our heat pump did come in, so that's exciting. So we'll have heat and air in there soon. And last weekend was the first weekend since we closed on the house that we did not come work on the house. We really just needed a break. And we had our annual Christmas date planned where we go. There's a church there that does a dinner theater, and we've bought tickets every year since we've been married, except for last year, 2020, when they canceled it. And the past few years we went with some very good friends of ours, and so I was not going to miss that since they were doing it this year. So we dropped the kids off with my in-laws, and then my husband, he's like, well, let's just run to Lowe's, because he's really been, I don't want to say pressuring me, because pressuring me is the wrong word, but he's really been trying to get me to pick out some kitchen cabinets. And it's something that has caused me a lot of stress, because I knew it was going to be expensive. And I mean, everything we're doing is expensive, but I don't know. I was just really, really stressed about the cabinets. And Pat's in, baby. He's getting excited. He's playing Pokemon. And so because he kind of got online, and we picked out like an idea of what we wanted, and he wanted to go to Lowe's and actually sit down and have them do the 3D building thing and tell you what you need and all that stuff. And so we went, and we decided to just go with we were just gonna go with the box cabinets they have in stock, basically. So basically I looked at the custom built and all that, picked out what I liked, and then we were going to get as close to that in the box cabinets as we could. And so we went, we sat down. Excuse me. We sat down, and the guy put it all in our measurements and stuff, and it came out to it was $2,500 before tax. And because my kitchen's small, so that's actually kind of cheap for cabinets. But I was really stressed about the cabinets, because I knew it was going to be a lot of money. And a lot of things you can find deals on, like appliances, flooring, things like that. But I knew cabinets, I mean, you're not going to find cabinets on clearance, at least not enough to do a whole kitchen. Like sometimes you'll go and you'll see someone ordered a custom order, and there'll be one or two, but not enough to do the whole kitchen. So I thought, but so we get there, and we walked in, and there were all these cabinets on the floor with clearance pricing on them. And we were just like, well, what's the deal with these cabinets? And they're like, well, we were going to stock them, but the company is clearancing a lot of them out, and so we're not going to make them anymore, so we're not going to stock them. We're just going to have the ones that the company's still making, you can custom order, but basically we're just not going to stock them. And they were almost identical to the ones that we had picked out of the other brand, but they were a lot cheaper because they were on clearance. Some of them was half the price or more. Some of them wasn't clearance. So it was the ones the company were discontinuing was clearance, but the ones that they weren't were still full price. But and so we were like, well, is there any here that we could use? And there was like 3 that we could use. And he's like, well, let me see if I can order the others. So he got online, and there was only one, which was the utility cabinet that they actually had in the warehouse and that they could order. The rest were on back order with no date of when or even if they would come back in. And so I told Matt, he said I can call on Monday or Tuesday and see if there's an order. And so we were like, okay, well, let's go ahead, because they only had like one of each. So we were like, well, if we can't get them, if we go ahead and buy these today so that they don't sell, can we bring them back? And he's like, oh yeah, absolutely, as long as you have your receipt, you can bring them back. So we're like, okay. So we went ahead and we bought 3 of the cabinets that we needed, and we also bought the cabinets to go in my laundry room, because Matt asked me if I wanted cabinets in my laundry room, and I was like, yeah. And so we bought those, which those were actually a little different. Those were a custom order that someone had not picked up. And we asked the guy, because it was there with the clearance ones, but it didn't have the clearance stickers. And so the sales manager, he scanned them. He's like, well, those are full price. He said, I'll give them to you 50% off, because they were a custom order. It was exactly what we needed for the laundry room. It was an upper corner cabinet, and then just a wall cabinet. And he was like, because no one's going to just buy these, because it's just 2. He said, so I'll give them to you for half off. So we went ahead and bought those, and we bought the 3 that we needed for the kitchen. And so I told my husband when we left, I said, why don't we go to the Lowe's in our town, because we were going home anyway. I said, why don't we swing by there and just see if they have any, of the same kind that they're also on clearance. Because if one Lowe's is clearancing them, maybe all of them are clearancing them. So we stopped at that Lowe's, and that Lowe's had everything we needed except the 3 that we had gotten at the previous Lowe's. They did not have those 3. They had everything else except those 3 and the utility cabinet. So the only thing, and the utility cabinet was in stock at the Lowe's warehouse, and so they said that they would ship, that if they ordered that, it would be about a week to get it. So we were able to get all of our kitchen cabinets and my laundry room cabinets. And while we were there, Matt wanted to go ahead and get, because he wants to put one of those tall, since we're only going to have one bathroom, he wanted to get one of those tall utility storages, cabinets for storage in the bathroom, because it doesn't have a built-in linen closet. And so we decided to go ahead and get that one, because one of the one we had picked out for that, one of the Lowe's we went to, or a couple or something, they were out of stock. I don't remember how many we went to, and we were just looking at prices, but they didn't have them. They were out of stock. But we went to one of the Lowe's we went to that had the clearance cabinets did have one in stock. And so he said, we need to go ahead and get it, even though we're quite a ways away from, the bathroom or stuff, in case, because you just don't know what you're going to get right now. There's a supply issue and all that stuff. Manufacturing issues, just like with the kitchen cabinets, the guy's like, we're clearancing them out because we don't know when we're going to get any more. So we were able to get all the kitchen cabinets, the utility cabinet for the bathroom to use as a linen closet, and the cabinets for my laundry room. And we went ahead and we ordered the countertops I wanted for my kitchen, because those were special order. Those were not carried in stock, and those could have, it's one of those things they give you a range, like it could take a week, 2 weeks, a month, But we went ahead and ordered those, which those are in, so we have to go get those today after we get through with the roof. But we got all of that, and after tax and everything, it was like $2,700. So, and my countertops were almost 600, I think, 500 and something, and the utility cabinet for the bathroom was 400. So it was $2,700 for all of it. So it was probably about $1,700 for the kitchen and laundry room cabinets, and it was going to be $2,500 before tax for just the kitchen cabinets. That's not the countertops, that's not the laundry room cabinets, that's not the utility cabinet for the bathroom. That was just the boxes, the cabinet boxes. So I was so excited, and I mean, they are almost identical to what we had picked out, but they're actually an upgrade because we were just going to go with the base model of the other brand, but this one has like the soft closed doors and the big pull out drawers, the soft closed drawers, I mean, and then like the corner cabinet has the Lazy Susan, which we weren't going to get because it was an upgrade, so it was a little more expensive. And but that's what they had in stock, was the one with the Lazy Susan, which is what we wanted to begin with. But so anyway, so I was super excited over that, and I am excited to go pick out the metal for the roof. But it's coming together slowly but surely. So I will keep you guys updated. I know this was lengthy. I did a lot of talking, but if you watched to the end, thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. So here you can see the storms that came through last night. Some of the, I don't know what this called, but it messed up, so we'll have to fix that. And there's my two favorite guys. This stubborn old man right here, told him not to get on the roof, but he don't listen. So
you see how many of them 12 foot 2 inches.
Well, there they are measuring, trying to figure out how much metal we need to get and what it needs to be cut at. Fun stuff. So we didn't get to order our roofing today like we had originally planned. I'll admit I'm a little bummed about it, but we ran into a couple of issues. One was the way that we had measured the roof, as far as like feet and things like that. We got there and the lady told us that we had to have exact inches because they cut it for you, which is really nice, but we hadn't done the math to get the exact inches because, and we only had like 30 minutes by the time we got there. They were going to close, so we didn't have time to do it. But also the color that I wanted had been discontinued, and she did say that they still had some in stock, but she didn't know if it would be enough. So we're going to have to convert, not convert, but we're going to have to basically redo our math to get everything to the exact inches of what we need, the metal, the exact inches and what we need cut. And then she's going to call and basically check their warehouse to see if they have enough for us to do the whole roof, because if they don't have enough, then we're going to have to pick a different color. But Matt is now saying we may do shingles instead. I don't know. So basically it's, I don't know, like him and my grandpa got up there and they started looking at things and they're like, well, maybe we don't need to do metal. Maybe we just need to do shingles. So I don't know. It's up in the air right now, but hopefully we'll have it figured out in the next couple of days. but I'm really hopeful that they'll have enough of the color I want, not just because it's the color I want, but also she said that since that had been discontinued and was a closeout, whatever they have left would be discounted. So I mean, I got my kitchen cabinets on clearance, so if I could get the metal for the roof on clearance, that would be great too. But I'm not really holding my breath, because like she said, if you run into a problem or mess something up, then they can't get more. So we're just right now, like I said, tomorrow we're going to get the exact measurements, and then Monday when she calls, we're going to see if they have the color that we want. But I did pick up my countertops, so I'm excited about that, and I'll show that to you guys. So here are the countertops we went with. So it's just kind of a white unfinished, because Matt is going to stain it, sand it down and stain it the color I wanted, because the one I wanted was really expensive. It was like a $10,000 custom order. These were $179 each at Home Depot. We got 3 of them, and he said to just show him the because the ones I liked were just because of the color, but of course that was some kind of fancy wood, and he said he'd get as close to it as he could. So these are just the countertops, and he's just like, well, that's not very attractive color. And I was like, well, you're going to stain it anyway. And the thing about butcher block is, like, I'm not going to use it to cut up my chicken. Like, that's not my intention at all. I just liked it because I thought it looked pretty. So, okay, do you remember the bet we had?
What bet?
About what was going to happen?
Yeah.
Who won the bet?
Me.
You did? I don't think so.
What bet?
I told him yesterday that he was going to get a haircut.
Oh, yeah, you won.
Yeah.
What was the bet?
Me getting a haircut.
Him getting a haircut. I said, you're getting a haircut today. He said, I said, you want to... I said, yes, you are. He said, you want to bet? I said, yeah.
What
Let's
did you
bet.
bet?
He didn't have anything to bet.
Oh,
I just bet it out
so you
with the
just
battle.
lost the bet.
So, I just get bragging rights that I won the bet. Hi, Max. So we got our roof, the stuff to do our roof yesterday. So we are going with a metal roof, and this is the color that I picked out. This was the discontinued color, so we were able to get that for a little bit of a discount. I think it was like 15%. It wasn't anything great, but it was the color I wanted, and it saved us a little bit of money. My grandfather has this old trailer, and we needed something to haul it, but the boards were completely rotted out of it. So we actually, my husband and I, as part, not all, but as part of his Christmas present, we went to Lowe's and actually bought some new boards to go down to the bottom so that we could use it. But he's pretty happy, because he's been talking for a while about how he needed to get his trailer fixed because he needed it, but like I said, the boards were rotted down, so you couldn't really haul anything with it. So today we're going to go over there and make a plan to get started on this really, really big project. And there's our Max. There's our good boy. Yes, and he is a good boy. Say hi, Max.
Hornets and waspers.
All kinds of good stuff.
Oh.
Tearing it down. I asked Matt why he always has to make a bigger mess when he's trying to clean up one. Hi, Matson.
Hey, you want to know what I'm playing?
Sonic. Cool stuff. Is that a Christmas present?
Yep.
So this carport was added on. The original roof stopped here. They had probably 3 layers of shingles on this roof. Then they just laid plywood up here when they added this on, and then just roofed over it again. And there's probably 3 layers of shingles here, and then another 3 layers of shingles under it. There's probably 5 or 6 layers of shingles. No wonder it leaked.
So is that like how not to do something?
It's how not to do something.
So we have found all kinds of things at old houses we've bought, and this is my favorite thing ever. It's this cement frog, and my husband was going to actually put it in one of the loads of trash we were carrying off, and I told him absolutely not, that is mine now. And Matson lovingly named him Archibald, and we call him Archie for short. We call him Archie for short. So he's our little guard frog, our little mascot. Amity wants to paint him, so we're trying to just figure out what color.
Green, because frogs are green.
Green sounds good.
Black eyes.
So now that Christmas and everything is over, and the holiday parties and the meals and all that fun stuff that's kept us really busy and really distracted and just going. Hopefully now we can be able to get back to working mainly on the house and getting it fixed up and ready to move into. Thank you guys for watching.